The moon, our celestial companion, has graced our skies for billions of years. It has been a constant presence, a silent witness to the evolution of life on Earth. From the earliest days of our planet's formation to the present, the moon has played a crucial role in shaping our world. Its gentle dance around Earth dictates tides and illuminates our nights. The gravitational pull of the moon creates the rhythmic rise and fall of ocean tides, a phenomenon that has influenced marine life and coastal ecosystems for eons. The moonlight, a reflection of the sun's rays, has inspired countless myths, legends, and works of art throughout human history. But what if this familiar friend turned foe? What if the moon, instead of being a benign presence in our night sky, became a harbinger of doom? Imagine looking up one night to see the moon growing larger and larger, an ominous sign of impending disaster. What if, instead of orbiting peacefully, the moon hurtled towards us on a collision course? Such a scenario would be catastrophic beyond imagination. The gravitational forces at play would wreak havoc on our planet long before the actual impact. Tides would become massive tsunamis, and the Earth's crust would experience unprecedented stress. Rest assured, such a scenario is astronomically improbable. The moon is in a stable orbit, and the forces that keep it there are well understood by scientists. The likelihood of the moon suddenly changing its trajectory and heading towards Earth is virtually non-existent. The moon is locked in a stable orbit, held in place by the invisible hand of gravity. This delicate balance between the gravitational pull of the Earth and the moon's inertia ensures that it remains a constant companion in our sky. The forces at play are a testament to the intricate dance of celestial bodies in our solar system. For it to break free and plummet towards Earth would require a cosmic event of unimaginable scale. Such an event would have to be so powerful that it could disrupt the gravitational equilibrium that has existed for billions of years. It would be an event of such magnitude that it would likely have far-reaching consequences beyond just the Earth and the Moon. Imagine a rogue planet, larger than Jupiter, barging into our solar system and disrupting the delicate gravitational balance. This rogue planet would have to be massive enough to exert a significant gravitational force on the Moon, pulling it out of its stable orbit and sending it on a collision course with Earth. The chances of such a rogue planet entering our solar system are extremely low, but it's a scenario that captures the imagination. While this scenario is highly unlikely, it's a fascinating thought experiment. It allows us to explore the limits of our understanding of celestial mechanics and the forces that govern the movements of planets and moons. It also serves as a reminder of the fragility of our existence in the vast expanse of the universe. Exploring the hypothetical consequences of a Moon-Earth collision allows us to appreciate the immense forces at play in our universe and the delicate balance that sustains life on our planet. It highlights the importance of understanding the natural world and the cosmic forces that shape our existence. Such knowledge can help us better appreciate the stability and beauty of our celestial neighborhood. So let's venture into the realm of what if, and explore the catastrophic consequences of such an event. By delving into this hypothetical scenario, we can gain a deeper understanding of the dynamics of our solar system and the incredible forces that govern it. Join us as we embark on this journey of cosmic exploration and imagination. To understand the devastation of a Moon-Earth collision, we must first grasp the immense forces involved. The Moon, our constant companion in the night sky, is held in its orbit by a delicate balance of gravitational forces. This balance, however, is not unbreakable. Imagine a scenario where an external force disrupts this equilibrium. The consequences would be catastrophic beyond our wildest imaginations. Gravity, the invisible force that holds our universe together, would be the ultimate culprit. This force, which governs the motion of planets, stars, and galaxies, is both a creator and a destroyer. It is the same force that keeps us grounded on Earth and dictates the orbits of celestial bodies. But when disrupted, gravity can unleash unimaginable chaos. Imagine that rogue planet we mentioned earlier. Its immense gravitational pull could disrupt the Moon's orbit, pulling it out of its stable path and sending it hurtling towards Earth. This rogue planet, with its colossal mass, would act like a cosmic wrecking ball, altering the trajectories of everything in its vicinity. The Moon, once a serene presence, would become a harbinger of doom. As the Moon veers closer, Earth's own gravity would accelerate its fall. The gravitational interaction between the Earth and the Moon would create a deadly dance, with the Moon spiraling ever closer. This acceleration would not be linear, it would increase exponentially, making the Moon's descent faster and more inevitable with each passing moment. The moon, no longer a gentle orb in the night sky, would loom larger and larger, its surface details becoming terrifyingly clear. Craters, mountains, and valleys that were once distant features would now be visible to the naked eye, growing ever more menacing as the moon approaches. The sight would be both awe-inspiring and horrifying, a stark reminder of the impending disaster. The closer it gets, the faster it falls, thanks to the exponential increase in gravitational attraction. This relentless acceleration would mean that the moon's approach would go from a slow, almost imperceptible drift to a terrifyingly rapid descent. The forces at play would be beyond anything we have ever experienced, a true testament to the power of gravity. The moon's speed at impact would be staggering, reaching tens of thousands of kilometers per hour. At such velocities, the kinetic energy involved would be astronomical. The moon, now a massive projectile, would strike the Earth with a force that defies comprehension. The impact would be so powerful that it would dwarf any natural disaster ever recorded in human history. The energy released upon impact would be equivalent to billions of atomic bombs detonating simultaneously. This colossal release of energy would result in unimaginable destruction. The shock waves would travel across the globe, causing earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions. The very crust of the Earth would be shattered, and the atmosphere would be filled with debris, blocking out the sun and plunging the planet into darkness. It's a scenario that defies our capacity for comprehension, a cosmic event capable of reshaping our planet in an instant. The aftermath would be a world unrecognizable, a landscape of devastation and chaos. Life as we know it would be irrevocably altered, and the Earth would bear the scars of this cataclysmic event for eons to come. This is the terrifying power of a Moon-Earth collision, a reminder of the delicate balance that sustains our existence in the vast cosmos. Days before the impact, the world would plunge into a state of utter chaos. The news of the impending disaster would spread like wildfire, igniting fear and panic in every corner of the globe. Governments would scramble to maintain order, but their efforts would be in vain. People would abandon their homes, seeking refuge in what they believed to be safer places, only to find that nowhere was truly safe. The streets would be filled with the sounds of sirens, cries for help, and the constant hum of helicopters overhead. In the midst of this turmoil, a sense of hopelessness would begin to take hold, as the reality of the situation became undeniable. The moon, looming ever larger in the sky, would become an omnipresent harbinger of doom. Its once serene and beautiful presence would now be a constant reminder of the impending catastrophe. Night after night it would grow larger, casting an eerie glow over the landscape. People would gather in open spaces, staring up at the sky in disbelief, their faces illuminated by the moon's ghostly light. The sight of the moon, so close and menacing, would be etched into the collective memory of humanity, a symbol of the fragility of our existence. Its gravitational pull would wreak havoc on Earth's delicate systems. The oceans, already turbulent, would become even more unpredictable. Storms would rage with unprecedented ferocity, their winds howling like banshees as they tore through cities and countryside alike. Trees would bend and break under the relentless assault, and the once calm seas would churn with a fury that defied comprehension. The natural world in all its power and majesty would be thrown into disarray, a testament to the overwhelming force of the approaching moon. Tides would surge to unprecedented heights, inundating coastal cities and engulfing entire islands. The rising waters would sweep away everything in their path, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair. Buildings, cars, and even entire neighborhoods would be swallowed by the relentless waves. People would cling to rooftops and treetops, desperate for any means of survival. The once bustling coastal cities would be reduced to ghost towns, their streets now rivers, their landmarks submerged beneath the unforgiving tide. Earthquakes of unprecedented magnitude would ripple across the planet, splitting continents and swallowing cities whole. The ground would shake with a violence that defied belief, tearing apart the very fabric of the earth. Skyscrapers would topple like dominoes, and entire communities would be swallowed by gaping chasms. The once stable ground beneath our feet would become a treacherous and unpredictable landscape, a stark reminder of the planet's raw and untamed power. In the face of such overwhelming force, humanity would be left to grapple with its own insignificance. Volcanoes, dormant for millennia, would roar back to life, spewing molten lava and choking ash into the atmosphere. The sky would darken with clouds of ash, turning day into night and casting a pall over the land. Rivers of molten rock would flow down mountainsides, consuming everything in their path. The air would be thick with the acrid smell of sulfur, and the ground would tremble with the force of the eruptions. The once majestic peaks would become harbingers of destruction, their fiery wrath a testament to the planet's volatile nature. The sky would be ablaze with shooting stars, not from celestial showers, but from the debris field accompanying the moon on its deadly trajectory. These fiery streaks of light would be a constant reminder of the impending doom, a celestial fireworks display that heralded the end of days. People would watch in awe and terror as the sky lit up with the fiery trails of debris, each one a harbinger of the destruction to come. The night sky, once a source of wonder and inspiration, would become a canvas of fear and foreboding. As the moon edges closer, its gravitational pull would begin to distort Earth's shape, stretching it slightly towards the impending impact. The very contours of the planet would shift, creating a landscape that was both familiar and alien. Mountains would rise and fall, and the horizon would warp and bend under the immense gravitational forces. The Earth itself would seem to groan under the strain, its surface buckling and twisting in response to the approaching moon. This distortion would be a visible and constant reminder of the cataclysmic event that was about to unfold. This would trigger further tectonic upheaval, generating volcanic eruptions and earthquakes that dwarf anything witnessed in human history. The planet's crust would be in a state of constant flux, with new fissures opening up and old ones widening. The ground would heave and shudder, and the air would be filled with the sounds of the Earth tearing itself apart. The scale of the destruction would be unimaginable, a testament to the raw and untamed power of the natural world. In the face of such overwhelming force, humanity would be left to grapple with its own insignificance. The air would crackle with static electricity, and the ground beneath our feet would tremble incessantly. Lightning storms would become a common occurrence, their frequent flashes illuminating the darkened skies. The very atmosphere would seem charged with energy, a palpable tension that hung heavy in the air. The ground would never be still, constantly vibrating and shifting as the planet's tectonic plates ground against each other. In this new and terrifying world, the forces of nature would be unleashed in all their fury, leaving humanity to face the consequences of a planet in turmoil. The moment of impact would be marked by a blinding flash of light and a deafening roar that would reverberate across the planet. The energy released at the point of impact would be unimaginable, instantly vaporizing trillions of tons of rock and creating a crater thousands of kilometers wide. Imagine shockwaves radiating outwards at supersonic speeds, obliterating everything in their path. Mountains would crumble like sandcastles, and the very foundations of the continents would shatter. The molten core of the Earth would be breached, spewing forth rivers of magma that engulf vast swaths of land. The air temperature would skyrocket, instantly incinerating anything within a radius of thousands of kilometers. The immense heat would ignite global wildfires, turning forests into infernos and boiling away lakes and rivers. The very atmosphere itself would be superheated and stripped away in places, leaving behind a charred and desolate wasteland.